Welcome to the Impact Architect. I'm Cheryl Mack. In my world of event production, people often see art as the final touch, something to fill a blank wall, something that looks nice in photos. But at MacMade and the Bridge Art Gallery, we see art very, very differently. We see art as an asset. We see art as a tool for dialogue, as a catalyst for community pride, and a powerful yet often overlooked strategy for corporate impact. Today, I'm going to show you how to move art from the sidelines to the center of your impact strategy. When my husband Christopher and I founded the Bridge Art Gallery, our mission was very simple: reduce the distance that our community had to travel in order to enjoy quality arts and art entertainment. But what we discovered along the way was something so much bigger. Art doesn't just entertain, it builds. So let me give you a real world example. One of our very first projects was Faces of Bayonne. This project was inspired by the global Inside Out movement created by an international photographer named JR. Instead of hanging artwork inside our gallery, we decided to take art outside the doors of our gallery. We captured over 200 portraits of everyday residents of our community. We're talking teachers, students, seniors, business owners, everyone and anyone within our immediate community. And then what we did is we took these photos and we had them, enlarged to like 36 by 48 photographs. And we plastered these photographs across a large public wall. And here was the result. At the end, it wasn't about the photographs. It was about the over 200 people who finally saw themselves as a part of the city's story. And for us, that was the lesson. If you want to engage a community, you don't just talk to them. You actually show them themselves. Art is so much of a personal experience when people see themselves represented. When we looked at our community, we saw and realized that a city's greatest asset isn't its buildings or its operating budget, it's the residents, it's the people. And public art creates that emotional buy-in that makes people feel connected within their community. And that's the power of art. And that's the impact. Now, let's talk about corporate and the private sector and how art can be impactful there and how art can be utilized for impact. For many organizations, art is the missing piece for their corporate responsibility strategy. But we suggest that instead of writing a check, imagine this: a local art installation inside your workplace. How about having an artist create a mural that reflects your company's values, its people, and its purpose? Now, by taking this approach, what are the benefits? What are the benefits? And what's the social, impact of this? Well, I'll tell you. You'll have stronger employee morale. You'll have an authentic commitment to our diversity and a visual legacy your brand can really stand behind. And here's a special impact architect tip: don't just buy the art. Work with the artist, commission a story that's reflective. Have your leadership and your employees a part of that storytelling. Now, the final topic is talking about scale. Let's talk about scale. We had a project called the Art in the Park series. And the Art in the Park series was taking the creative experience directly to the people. By pairing visual art with live performances, we create what I call an ecosystem of impact. And that was that connection. So when you're producing your next event, be it a conference, a summit, or even a festival, ask yourself this: is there a way to integrate a local creator? And how can you integrate a local creator? You can have a live painter at your next text conference. You can hire a sculptor to do an installation at your climate summit. That creative human element makes the data and the speeches stick. Art is the universal language of impact. It bypasses logic and speaks directly to the heart. Whether you're a city leader or a CEO or an event producer, integrating art into your production isn't just nice, it's actually strategic. So, in the comments, I want to hear from you. What's one piece of art that changed the way that you see community? And again, community can be the community that you live in, it can be your corporate community, it can be your social community. But think about a piece of art that changed the way that you actually see community. Thanks so much for joining me today. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next edition of The Impact Architect. Bye.